Hello everyone and welcome to Mobility Academy. I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, which today is more like the handstands guy because we'll be talking about handstands and I'm going to be talking about the shoulders and shoulder blades position in a handstand because there's a lot of confusion. Should you push with your shoulders? Should you rest on your shoulders? What should you do in a handstand? And we're going to be talking about that. But let me remember first that if you want to work on your handstands, if you need guidance, if you are struggling with your handstands, I can send you video feedbacks and a program to follow, and we can have a chat for free now today online if you click on the link in the description down below. So we can make a program, we can make further progress in your handstands, and we can have a free chat today. All right? Now, with that said, let's start. The flexibility guy, Coach Elia. Alright guys, so the question is simple. What should you do with your shoulders in a handstand? Alright, because when you go up onto your hands, you have to know what to do with your shoulders. Now, what you have to do, so this is the way I learned the handstand, the way I learned the handstand at handstand school and the way I teach handstands is by pushing the shoulders up. So shoulders up means it's not about the shoulder, it's about the shoulder blades, which are the joints here behind on our back, which have to move up. They have to move up this way. And as you can see, now my shoulders are away from my ears. And if I shrug up, if I just shrug up this way, not this way, I'm gonna find what I need in a handstand, which is shoulder elevation, shoulder blade elevation, this one. So, something that may help you understand this is an example one of my teachers gave me one time. He told me, Elia, listen to your shoulders, which means that you have to listen with your ears to your shoulders, all right? So when you are in a handstand, you want to do that. But why you have to do that? You have to do that because in this way, you're gonna activate a really important muscle in your handstands, which is the trapezius muscle, a really huge muscle on your back, which is going to stabilize the position, which is going to make you stay more stable and kind of active there. So let me show you the difference. So when you have your shoulders in a handstand, so when you start in your handstand, you want to shrug your shoulders up. So you don't want to stay with your shoulders down. You don't want to rely on your shoulders. You don't want to rest on your shoulders. Now, this is because, as I said, you're gonna be more active, and there's another reason. You may get injured if you rest on your shoulders because your arm bone here, your humerus, is going to press, is going to push against your shoulder joint, and this kind of pressure might create damage inside your shoulder. And this is why a lot of people who just rest on their shoulders, they get hurt on their shoulders. And this is because they rest on the shoulders. So when you go up onto your hands, just remember that you do want to stay in an elevated position. So rather than resting here, can you see that I'm just resting? Can you see how my ears are away from my shoulder? You want to listen to your shoulders. All right, so you just want to listen to the shoulders, you want to create a nice line, and you want to push up. By pushing up, you're not just going to find a greater balance, but you're going to be feeling also straighter and stronger. Can you see that? Can you see how different it is? This from this, from this. It's different, it's very different. Because I'm pushing up, I'm creating that tension. And that tension is allowing me to stay better in the position and to activate my body better. Now there's another reason. Let's look at the handstand from this side, all right? When you go up onto your hands, all right, if you don't push your shoulders tall, Can you see how I'm arching my back? Because this is making me rely on my shoulders. But if I push up, as I push up, can you see how I'm straightening my body and I'm keeping my ribs and I'm keeping my entire trunk straight there. Can you see that? Compared to this. Can you see how my rib cage wants to pop out? And now as I come back into the line, my rib cage is not out anymore. It's in line with my body actually. Can you see the difference? If I rest on my shoulders, this part of my body is going to go out because there's not pressure, there's not kind of activation here, which is allowing me to press this part of my body in, to engage the muscles correctly and let me stay in the correct position. So, a lot of advantages for keeping your shoulders shrugged up. More activation, beautiful line, and away from the risk of injuries. These three are the three main reasons you want to push up your shoulders in a handstand. So please do that. But now, if you give this exercise a go, or if you have any kind of questions or doubts, please feel free to ask in the comments down below. I'd be really happy to talk with you about this important topic about handstands. And remember, if you need some kind of guidance or program feedbacks, I'm available for online coaching and we can have a free chat today. So if you enjoyed the content and the explanations as well, please hit that like button and help me grow this YouTube channel. It means a lot to me, guys, you know that, all right? So with that said, that's all from the flexibility guide, which today has been the handstands guide. Coach Elia, have a nice handstand and see you in the next video.